That's when CPS really got heavily involved in our family, and they said from now on, whenever my dad got out of the mental hospital, me and my brother, us kids, we were not allowed to live with him. But so he wasn't willing to divorce my mom, and he wasn't willing to move out of the house. And so when the time came, he was being released, and CPS was looking at my mom saying, okay, what are you going to do? We moved in with neighbors, and my dad lived next door to us, but it was enough to satisfy CPS saying that we no longer lived with him, so therefore he wasn't as great of a threat to us. We lived next door for about a year, and this was really a positive. I stopped being abused on a daily basis. I stopped being afraid of getting beaten. It was really like a season of peace, and I finally didn't have to dread what's going to happen next. He was in and out of the mental hospital several more times, but it didn't involve hurting me anymore. So about 6 months had gone by that we had been living apart from him. I'm next door with the neighbors. The neighbors are watching me. My mom has gone to work at some insurance office. And my mom calls the neighbors and she's like, can you go check on him? Meaning my dad. She says, I just got a weird phone call from him. He says that someone attacked him and he's bleeding from the head. And me and the neighbor, we have this walking trail. We start walking down the walking trail, heading over to my house where my dad lives to check on him. And all of a sudden we hear these voices all around us shouting, put your hands in the air, put your hands in the air, freeze, stop where you are, put your hands in the air. And of course, we can quickly tell just by the tone and by the authority, this is police talking to us. And sure enough, I put my hands in the air, my neighbor puts her hands in the air, and right then we're surrounded by police who have their guns drawn. And they quickly realize that it's just this lady and this little kid, and they put their guns away. But it's kind of a terrifying moment where I'm like, whoa, hey, why are their guns pointed at me right now? I'm just walking through the woods to my dad's house.